Chris Boyd scored the 7th hat-trick of his Rangers career against Hamilton last week. He has a phenomenal record against Dundee United, 18 goals in 23 games against them for Rangers and Kilmarnock, and he pinched the CIS Cup from their grasp last season. John Daly has been severely hampered by injuries in his time at Tannadice, but he has scored 8 goals this season, 3 in the last 2 games. He is due some good times. Keeping an eye on Daly today, 38-year-old David Weir, who makes his 100th appearance for Rangers. He has strolled through quite a few of those games. Ian Bryans is in charge. Celtic's defeat at Hibs last week certainly gave Rangers a lift, but they have got to be careful themselves today. Tannadice is hardly one of their favourite venues. This is a tricky one for Rangers for sure. They've only managed 1 win in their last 8 visits here. Rangers could cut the gap at the top to 1 point before Celtic take on Hearts at 3 o'clock. That would put some pressure on the defending champions, although I guess there's pressure every week in the Old Firm environment.
Well, it certainly is now. The reason there's been goals in these games is because they're so open. Dundee United will be going for victory, Rangers will be going for victory. Great midfield battle. It's going to be a great game.
Dundee United haven't lost to Rangers at Tannadice since Craig Levein took over, and there have been some epic contests away from here as well, at Hampden, the CIS final, at Ibrox last month. Davis, Ferguson, Whittaker, Pedro Mendes. Davis. Kenny Miller darted across. Conway. Dixon up towards Daly, dealt with by Weir. Papac scored his first Rangers goal against Dundee United last month. Davis. Lee McCulloch. Ferguson. Kirk Broadfoot. Alongside David Weir in the heart of Rangers defence today. Majid Bagheera out. Offside. Kenny Miller.
Oh, it was a lovely ball in there from Whittaker into Boyd. You can see him looking for his striking partner. It's very tight. Miller just on the edge there.
Craig Levein beat Rangers in his first game in charge of Dundee United, and he's made it pretty tough for them since as well. Walter Smith's first game in his second spell as Rangers manager was a 5-0 victory over Dundee United, but he's not found it quite so easy against them since.
Yeah, both those managers like to build from solid foundations, and certainly here at Tannadice, Craig Levein's done that for this side.
Daly's flick for Feeney, and he's got a corner off Whittaker.
Feeney will be the one that will chase more into the channels. He's got a little bit more energy than Daly.
An early chance for Dundee United to stun Rangers. Conway's corner. McGregor certainly under pressure, but he managed to get something on it, and now David Weir has a free kick. Powered back by Lee Wilkie, and then by Kirk Broadfoot. Wilkie again. Weir. Dixon. Conway up against Whittaker.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting battle, won't it? On the left-hand side, Conway. He's got a bit of pace and trickery against Whittaker.
Whittaker. Boyd nearby. Gary Kenneth made the challenge on Stephen Whittaker. Kenneth and Kovacevic came into the United defence a couple of games ago and are again preferred to Sean Dillon and Darren Dodds. Feeney. Mendes poked a toe in, but the free kick is given against him by Ian Bryans for a tug on the shirt.
Well, there wasn't too much in that.
Shirt tugging was indicated by Ian Bryans. Gary Kenneth sends it towards Daly, closely watched by Weir. Rangers are the top scorers in Scotland, but they're up against a team with the best home defence in the SPL. Just a miserly 6 goals conceded by Dundee United here this season, and they have won 7 of their last 8 at Tannadice. A daunting venue to visit for Rangers. The top 4 in the SPL meeting today, Celtic, Hearts later. Conway. Dixon. Ferguson for Papach. Mendes. His back heel went straight to Willow Flood, who missed the game at Inverness through suspension. Feeney. David Weir going across to deal with Flood, and the pass gathered pace. There's been a lot of rain in Dundee last night and this morning.
You can see that United got a lot of natural width in the side, with Flood on the right and Conway on the left. It's a good balance to it, with Robertson central and Gomez just ahead of him. Rangers don't quite have that. They're more lopsided, Rangers on the right, coming down there with Whittaker and Davis. And that is a problem for Rangers on that left-hand side. Of course, McCulloch fills that role today.
Whittaker. Kenny Miller. And it's Chris Boyd. And it just slithered away from Boyd.
We did just speak about the rain and how wet the pitch is, but I still think Boyd here, this touch, so poor for a man that scores so many goals as well. That was the important touch. If he keeps it with him, he's got a shot on goal.
Conway skipped away from Miller and Whittaker. He's got it back now from Robertson. Here's Feeney. Kovacevic. Scott Robertson let it go. Whittaker. Helped on by Miller. Gary Kenneth covering. Kenneth. Aimless, straight to Weir. Davis. Heavy touch from Davis. Boyd might have been slightly offside anyway. Dundee United are 10 points behind Rangers in 3rd place. Desperate to close the gap, challenge the Old Firm, but that's easier said than done. They will fancy it today though, Dundee United. They've had a few nearly but not quite moments against Rangers in recent times. They really should have beaten them in the CIS final, and might well have done but for Mark Kerr's stray back pass. I'm sure he's delighted that we've reminded everyone of that. Now up at Aberdeen, of course. Kovacevic. David Weir not about to let Warren Finian.
David Weir's going to have his hands full with Feeney and Daly. There's much more conventional from Dundee United, and that should suit Weir as well. They have gone long in the first 10 minutes, quite a bit to the home side.
Boyd and Miller looking to link up. Lee Wilkie intervening. And it's booted away by Dixon. Papach for Miller, well that was the intention anyway. Stephen Davis. McCulloch for Whittaker. It's Boyd! Doing what he does best. Chris Boyd has Dundee United in his sights once more, and Rangers have an early lead at a ground where they always find it a bit tricky.
What a start for Rangers. United just went to sleep a little bit. Ball played in there, lovely little dummy from Davis, and that's what opens it up. He just runs by it there, takes out two players, and Boyd, fantastic turn. Wilkie can't stay with him. There's not many central defenders that can, is there? What a finish. Once he's in this position, you know he's going to score. He's over the top of it. It's great technique. It's on his weaker foot, but that doesn't make any difference. 1-0 Rangers.
Chris Boyd carrying on from where he left off last week. A hat-trick against Hamilton and an early strike here against Dundee United, and he has scored a hat-trick on this ground before. Might be asking a bit too much to bag 3, but he's up and running already, and incredibly, that's now 19 goals in 24 matches against Dundee United.
He spins Wilkie. Kovacevic tries to come in. There was no getting there. Great position for him to find himself in. He wasn't missing. Walter Smith in the stand, delighted.
Long way to go. But Rangers happy to have an early lead. Just one win in their last 8 visits to Tannadice. Miller, Kenneth for Wilkie.
Well, the reason that Rangers got that goal was mainly with a nice pass in from Whittaker, but Davis, as he likes to do, he tucks in from that right-hand side. He doesn't hug the wide area. And that makes it difficult to pick him up. He's such a clever player as well with that step over.
Rangers did score first against Dundee United last month at Ibrox, but they then found themselves 2-1 down and 3-2 down before Kevin Thompson saved the day late on. A remarkable 3-3 draw. But then goals and excitement never far away when these two face each other. Davis. Papach. Careless from Davis that time. And a free kick for Gomez, who had a late fitness test out on the pitch a couple of hours before kick-off. Strolled through it. Dixon. Rangers a goal to the good. Breaching a Dundee United side who haven't conceded too many goals at home this season. Cracking finish from Boyd. Papach gets a second chance, finds McCulloch. Rangers in a menacing mood. Davis. Awkward for Miller. Lee Wilkie. Whittaker wins that. Ferguson. McCulloch. Neatly for Papac. Ferguson. Gregor's kick went to Scott Robertson, who was bundled over by McCulloch, but Ian Bryan's letting it go. Dundee United still have it. Not for long though. Ferguson spinning away from Kovacevic. Kenny Miller nearly sneaking away from Gary Kenneth. Mendes will send it back here for Boyd, and it's going to trickle just wide. An important touch from Dixon, because for a moment it looked like Boyd was about to score again.
It was a poor kick out. Mendes right onto it, and almost an OG there. They got away with that one, United. Just looking a little bit disorganised at the moment, certainly in that midfield area. Can't really get to grips.
Rangers threatening a second goal with just over a quarter of an hour gone. Davis towards Weir. It's won by Kenneth. Willow Flood. Broadfoot slamming that into the front row. Conway, dispatched by Davis. Dundee United rattled by Chris Boyd's opener, looking to settle down and get into their stride. This flicked out by Dixon.
At the moment, Dundee United are playing into Rangers' hands. The two big guys up front, but they can't find them. The service is poor into them, and they're also not managing to make it stick at the moment, which is the one thing that two big lads should be able to do.
Whittaker, Ferguson. Forlorn chase for Miller.
Well, Craig Levine's gone with a 4-4-2 today. I just think at times, certainly in the past when they have played against the Old Firm and anyone else here at Tannadice, they have so much movement in that middle area that it causes teams problems, but so far in this one, that hasn't been the case. A lot more static.
Kovacevic ran into Papac, and he wasn't about to pull out. Kenneth. Dundee United made a sluggish start to the season, just 2 points from their first 5 games, but they haven't really looked back since. One defeat in 14. Kenneth towards Feeney. Closely watched by Broadfoot.
Well, Broadfoot and Weir are going to just eat that up. That type of straight pass from Kenneth, looking for Feeney or Daly, but Broadfoot and Weir will deal with that, no problem at all.
Scott Robertson, who is having some season after moving across the road from Dundee. Willow Flood, as industrious as ever.
Yeah, Flood's tucked in from that right-hand side a little bit just to get involved in the game. He's one of those players that, when he's more central, he is always involved, buzzes around, but so far hasn't been able to get into it.
Scott Robertson. Feeney. Conway. Mendes. Gomez. Scott Robertson. It's a little less crowded over there for Kovacevic. Kenny Miller back on the edge of his own box. Mendes. Advantage played even though Miller was fouled, but Mendes unable to supply Boyd. And Boyd lunges in on Kenneth, and there's going to be a yellow card coming out for the earlier challenge from Gomez, which Ian Bryan's let go as Rangers were seemingly in full flow.
Yeah, it was a little bit late there from Gomez, and it was refereed well. Allowed play to go on.
One of the key components of a very decent team that Craig Levein has put together. Papac. Not back by Wilkie, but Ferguson's onto it. Now Miller. Whittaker. Davis. Mendes. Papac. Kenneth stretching to clear. Ferguson and Mendes almost combining to great effect until Lee Wilkie appeared. Broadfoot across. Dixon. Conway. Skipped away from Whittaker. Daly coming in, but it was Papac who cut across to clear. Gomez. Dixon. And it's booted away by Kirk Broadfoot. Well, he landed on the gantry, that. Nobody up here able to control it, that's for sure.
You can see that United are going down the left-hand side for the majority of this first 22 minutes. That's the one way I think they can open up Rangers, through Conway. So far Rangers have managed through Broadfoot and Whittaker to stem that flow.
Widow Flood's error, but Scott Robertson grabs it back. Feeney skipped away from Mendes. Disappointing delivery.
To supply United, they really have to, when they get into wide areas, make sure the delivery is good, especially when Daly's on form at the moment.
Boyd gets it back from Davis. Not quite sure what his idea was there. He could have taken that down himself, but was looking for Kenny Miller. Virtually overhit though by Boyd. Even so, a decent partnership is forming, and Chris Boyd has now scored 7 goals in his last 5 games and 17 so far this season. Kovacevic.
Again, that's the problem, isn't it? Kovacevic that time can't find his front men. And that's how it's gone for the home side. So far, Rangers with a very good start. Great finish from Boyd. Well worked through Whittaker and Davis.
Battered into the stand by Paul Dixon, who, like Scott Robertson, came across the road from a Dundee player. Has proved another useful acquisition as well as Robertson. Ferguson. Davis. wants a word with Barry Ferguson. Looks like the Rangers captain... Oh no, he's not going to avoid a card actually. He is getting a yellow card.
Oh, I don't know why.
Dixon, closed down by Davis. Daly, Conway will latch onto this. Broadfoot, have to be careful. Almost looked like there could be a penalty in the offing. It's come a little loose now, and Conway can try again. Kovacevic. Daly. Broadfoot stopped it, reaching Scott Robertson, who'd advanced into the box, typically.
Well, that was a better ball in to Daly that time. He almost picked out Scott Robertson, who'd made a late run to the back post.
Kovacevic. Wilkie for Kenneth. Kovacevic. Flood. Back on loan from Cardiff for a second season. Nowhere to go there though. Sasa Papac. His contract extended recently, a survivor from the ill-fated Paul Le Guen reign. Gary Kenneth for Willow Flood. Dundee United, after a response to Chris Boyd's early strike. Had too many glimpses of goal though. Dixon, Kenneth still up there, and it's going to be a corner. Some big boys to aim for, that's for sure. Conway's corner, and John Daly, and McGregor with a fine save.
Well, that was a magnificent stop from McGregor. It really was.
The goal was beckoning for Daly, and McGregor did so well to scoop that away. Still up there, Kenneth, but McGregor will gather.
But how on earth does United's most prolific and dangerous striker get such a free header? A little bit of movement there, and he's away. Whittaker's behind him, but what a save that was.
Some rather embarrassing defending from Rangers' point of view. But McGregor bailed them out by keeping out Daly's header. But we really should be looking at a 1-1 scoreline now.
Yeah, it was a great save, but it was also a very, very good chance. He just let it cushion more than actually put power through it. A little bit more power and it would have been in the back of the net. All credit to the Rangers stopper.
He might have been as surprised as anyone, John Daly, to find himself unmarked, having escaped a few clutches. Whittaker beating Conway to it. Davis taken out by Dixon. Broadfoot's free kick. And steered away by Kenneth. He'll have to do the same again. Tangling with Boyd. Conway. Bailey. Davis. Miller. A lovely touch for McCulloch. Papac. Rangers racing away. And Kenny Miller. Well, Chris Boyd had got into a great position. And Miller was unable to pick him out.
A very good break from Rangers down the left-hand side. Excellent ball from Papac. And run as well from Miller. Definitely onside. And if he just looks up a little bit, it's a good ball if there's Rangers players in the box, but there wasn't. And Boyd was the pass. He just delayed his run.
Ferguson. Held up by Dixon. And the free kick's been given against Ferguson by the assistant referee, Martin Cryans.
We'll get a good look at it now. Yeah. Quite clear to see.
Daly and Broadfoot rising. And David Weir secures a goal kick. Davis. Between them, Conway and Dixon. Extinguish any threat. Dixon. Many think that centre-half is Kirk Broadfoot's best position.
He certainly does offer physical ability in there, but of course so does Bougherra. But he can now play various roles. Broadfoot helping out today at central defence.
Rangers cried handball against Scott Robertson then. Doesn't really matter though. Going for a goal kick. Reggie Bougherra absent today with a thigh problem.
You can see that United are going to be a threat at set pieces, but so far apart from that, they haven't had much. I'm sure the Rangers will be quite happy with the one goal, but we'll know they will probably need one more to make this game safe.
Walter Smith has come downstairs. Used to play for Dundee United many years ago, and was assistant manager here to Jim McLean. Dundee United and Rangers kicking off the SPL weekend. Massive match in Glasgow's East End later. And the other two teams in the top four meet, Celtic and Hearts. On by McCulloch, away by Kenneth. Gomez. Whittaker. Davis. Ferguson. Boyd. Free kick was given against Chris Boyd. Dixon having to turn it back to Kenneth Sharp as Boyd moved in on him. Kovacevic. Flood. Kenny Miller. Pedro Mendes. It might just open up for Rangers. Davis. Davis can still pick out Miller. Offside. Kenny Miller.
Well, he was looking along the line, so he shouldn't have been offside. Let's just see this. It's a lovely ball, though, from Davis. And for me, no, he's definitely onside. He's looking right along it and he can't believe it.
Martin Cryans, the wrong call there. The assistant referees reckon we only give them a mention when they get it wrong. But you know what? They're right. Lee Wilkie, Paul Dixon, David Weir sending that one high into the sky. Dixon. Whittaker saw that coming. Kenneth. Too high for Daly.
Such a difficult game to play that against Rangers. The way that the visitors are actually structured, it suits them. If you play the long ball against them, and although Dundee United have had plenty of possession in the last 5 minutes of this match, they're not really going anywhere.
Kovacevic, Scott Robertson, Dixon. Feeney for Conway. Conway giving Whittaker the run around. Steps away from Boyd, but then ran into Pedro Mendes. Kenneth. Feeney. Ferguson challenging Scott Robertson. Kenny Miller showing interest. It's awkward this for Wilkie. And Miller, can he force it in? Somehow no. Wilkie and Zaluska in big bother. And Dundee United somehow get this out.
It's a long ball over the top, and of course Kenny Miller will chase it. He'll chase everything. He saw an opportunity and he tries to bump Zaluska, but by doing that he allowed Wilkie the chance to get back in.
Here's Chris Boyd again though, and he's found Kenneth in his way. Goal kick and a bit of respite for Dundee United, who could easily have found themselves 2 down.
Well, there's a problem for United. Pace at the back, certainly with Kenny Miller in there. Just tried to gamble a little bit, the striker. And at that point I think he thinks he's scored. Wilkie gets himself back in just in time, and he can't believe it, the striker. It's a good first half, Kenny Miller.
Panic stations at the back for Dundee United, but they survived. Boyd. And the second goal for Rangers before half-time would have been a real choker for the home team. The Rangers fans around us giving the assistant ref some chip for that call.
You can see that United have had a lot more possession, but there's just no penetration. Rangers always look dangerous, even with a long ball over the top. And also they can link a few passes together and play in Boyd at times.
Daly, Robertson, Willow Flood's available. Here he is. Flood towards Feeney. It's come off Weir. Conway. Scott Robertson. Thought about the hit. Pedro Mendes and Dundee United stretched again. If Mendes can find the right ball, he can't. And Zaluska sweeps up. Boyd, unable to control it. Dundee United living a little dangerously at times at the back.
Yeah, and Zaluska's got to do that. That's a sweeper, knowing that Kenny Miller will chase it down.
Conway. Dixon. Daly. Ferguson. McCulloch. David Weir, his 100th game for Rangers. Lee Wilkie slipped. Boyd's flick on, and Kenny Miller trying to get around Gary Kenneth. There's a lot of Gary Kenneth to get around.
Yeah, even with his pace, it would still take him a while to get around Kenneth. It's good defending though. Just puts his body between Miller and the ball.
Rangers looking really dangerous when they go forward though. Miller. Mendes. And offside. The flag is up against Chris Boyd. He won't be able to add to his early effort.
But this has been a difference with Rangers in the first half. Far more incisive. He is offside. But it's the fact that through Mendes and Davis, Rangers have the ability to open up United. And so far the home side haven't shown that in their department at all. I think Levine may have to change things around a little bit. Although it's not all lost, just 1-0 down.
Miller for Davis. Rangers hungry for a second goal before half-time. It would certainly put them in a comfortable position. Pedro Mendes. John Daly back doing some defensive work. An ironic applause for the assistant referee as he gives Rangers a throw from the Rangers fans gathered around him.